Fit like a D, Danny Boy here, and welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. There we go, nailed it. Right, today is going to be a kind of different episode. The eagle-eyed amongst you will notice that Finlandia looks different. It looks a hell of a lot different. Now, there was an issue. The wood power plant. It's pretty cool. Nice for little towns, etc. that you might be building. But it only has 70 megawatt hours of power. So I realised that having one of these wasn't enough. It wasn't enough to power the town of Finlandia and the logging camp as well. Now I was messing about with it, and then I was trying to do stuff, and I was reloading save games and stuff to take it further back to the point like where before I'd even built that. And then I screwed up one of the save games, and then I suddenly realised, why am I doing this? Why don't I just sort of start again and sort of plan things out a bit more better? So that's what I did, and today I'm going to run through everything that's sort of happening. And then tomorrow I'll do another episode of us actually building new stuff. So, starting down at the border of Finlandia. Right, we've got a distribution office with a few vehicles in it, and they are collecting stuff from the border over here at Yahonik, and they're delivering them at various warehouses. This one has alcohol, clothes, food, electrical components, mechanical components, and electronics. That's all we're going to store in there for the moment. That's all we really need. We're getting fuel being stored over here, and that's being distributed around the city. The clothes, meat, and stuff is being distributed around the city. We've got a meat storage here. I also need to change. So I need to go into some of the shops and stuff and find out where meat is being sent. We've got a little sign down here. We've got a gravel storage down here, and we've got a technical service with some snow plows in here also. So that stuff is being delivered to there, which is totally fine. Then if we move over here, we've got some workers' barracks. Now they're full of workers. Most of them are pretty happy-ish. So there's a few, they're mostly the same thing. This one is strange. This one I don't understand. So they're unable to visit a pub or tavern. There is a little kiosk for beer over there that they can go to. There is a restaurant right here that is loaded up with beer and always is continuously full of workers. They just don't seem to go there. I think it's maybe too far. Or unless 10 people just happen to show up exactly when they're on shift change and there's no one sort of there. Got some little car parks with some vehicles that are assigned to these people as well. We've got a little church so they can go in and do their worship. Now they're good for that, so that's something weird. It seems like they always complain that there's nowhere for religion, but then when you add it in, they don't actually use it. We've got a little archery club in here for sports. We have a gym, a 60s school gym, so that keeps some of them busy. And we've got this, which is another gym, and most of them sort of go in there, which is totally fine. We have a volunteer fire station. These people do not volunteer, they are made to work there. So we've got a few houses out here. We've got a petrol station right there. We've got another little car park. So this is actually being maintained by fuel as well that we're importing in. So that's kind of fine. Now, we'll get to the shops and stuff in a minute. I just want to work my way over here. So this wasn't enough. The wood power plant. It is fully stocked with wood just now. It is currently running everything down here without issue. Now I've built this as well, the charcoal power plant. Now there's always someone working in here, but it doesn't have any current production percentage. Now, I've been reading up Lots of people say if you connect several power stations to switches or transformers, that power sort of only runs one way. I've heard people saying that it will bleed one completely dry. It will use up every ounce of power from one and then start drawing power from the second one. Now, when I did my last playthrough of like Smirnoff, I had a power station in Dugacelia and I had one in Smirnoff. Now, when I added the second one onto a power transformer, it did actually start to work, because I think the amount of power being drawn from Smirnoff was too much. I think, possibly. Or it could have been that there were no workers in the Smirnoff one, but now we've got two. So we've got a backup. If one fails, there's hopefully someone in the other one. I've got two heating plants, because the wood heating plant as well does 275 cubes. These carry like 300 cubes. Now, obviously, that's kind of inefficient. So 275 cubes, roughly something like 225 no, minus 25, yeah, 275 cubes of heated water is being wasted, because you can't force, you can force 300 into here, 300 into there, but you can't then force 300 out there. You can't get 600 cubes through a 300 cube pipeline. You could, but it would have to be probably pressure rated to a fairly high pressure. It's going to blow. So I don't know if the game simulates that, but in real life that would be an actual thing. So as someone who has worked offshore, you know that certain pipelines are rated for certain pressures and can hold certain amounts of fluid, but they can take more fluid, but they just increase the pressure, the strain and the inside of the pipe. I wouldn't think these ones would be. So it's still only getting 300 across here, and it is doing well. Now, the problem I had as well was the logging camp is up there in the distance. We'll get to that in just a second. That the one power plant, the one heating power plant, couldn't do everything. It couldn't do the logging camp, and it couldn't do the city. In fact, it couldn't even heat most of the city, which was unfortunately. Now, this one here has got a fair range. I think this... Where is it? Where did I place it? So there's the pipeline. Yeah, this one, these ones around the back are getting heated from that. And I think that's pretty much, even though there's two of them, I don't think I would want to really add any more. I mean, these are both working. So I'm hoping the power is going to be the same. I hope when this one runs out, it's going to start to draw power from this one. Maybe, maybe not. We'll have to wait and see. So these people on the barracks are working over here, and the rest are just these village streets. So we've got a couple of monuments here. So we've got Iron Felix, or Iron Felix. So he's up there. We've got a little monument, sort of statue thing, down here, which is cool. We've also got this, which is a small aggregate storage. It's currently taking gravel. Then we've got steel and prefabs in here, because we are actually, I've got this up and running, we are actually building our own railway using this thing, which is kind of cool. There we go, the AGMU. Now, I don't know if there's an American version of this. No, and there was only one. There's this one and this one. I thought there would be more. I think they maybe appear later on in the future, maybe. I hope so. So yeah, we've got all our trucks distributing stuff. We've got wood coming from the logging camp. We've also got some meat coming from the logging camp, but I'll show you that in just a second. So yeah, this is making a railway all the way out here. It's going to continue building stuff. I've actually built this by accident. This was not supposed to be built. I'd accidentally left the auto build on, and then it's going to go all the way around here, but it can still build some of it. It is mega slow, so It's fine. Right, so you are... Yeah, that's going to be built out this way. We're then going to have the other train head round the mountain there. I'm going to build a farming area over there. So that's the train builder is up and running. Then we'll get a little route that goes back and forth from here. So, heading into the town centre, we've got a small theatre. Yes, 6 of 6. We've got a restaurant, which is permanently empty, but everyone complains. We're unable to visit a pub or tavern. But the restaurant is a pub / tavern. Most of these people are pretty happy. You can't enjoy culture. It probably means that they appeared at the theatre at the one time, the split second, when there was no one there. They waited for like 10 seconds and then they left, and then someone came into work and the theatre was open. That's the general perception I've got from this game. Electronics store. So these are like sort of different ones. Yeah, they've got the electronics, the little picture there. We've got a grocery store, which is doing well as well. We've got the school. Ooh, kindergarten. 121 babies of 323. That's fine. This is a school. Yeah, students. Plenty of teachers, which is fine. We've got these people over here. We've got the church. There are actually people in the church. Normally there is not. This is actually a medical university. Now, the only reason I built this is because if there are escapes or educated people die, then hospitals and stuff like this just cease to work because there's no higher educated people in the town. So they are making educated people. Now, population, yeah, most of the people in the logging camp are going to be fairly upset. And most of the escapes also come from the logging camps as well. But other people, our education is looking fine. And university education is looking okay. Car owners, 30. So we had a couple escapes, but that's mainly... I wish I could see where they escaped from. But I think that's up at the logging camp. Mostly everyone down here is fine. So we've got a small clinic down here, plenty of staff, plenty of doctors, couple of ambulances, the Ghostbusters car. There it is. Ghostbusters car in there. We've got this, which is a town hall or accounting office. Now, I actually built a car park out here, a decent one. And I put some expensive, like, saloon cars, vehicles in here. And then I sit there. The only person that can use them are people who are, like, loyal to the sort of communist party. So they need high loyalty in order to use them. But they're all getting used, so it leads me to believe that there are people who have high thingy-majiggers. Right, onto the buses. Bus stop there, bus stop there, bus stop over here, bus stop down here, other bus stop there. Now, one of these buses, this one, is going on a loop. It's basically just heading round Finlandia and dropping people off at various places if they wish to do so. Now, we've got some more houses out here. Unfortunately, these houses here, these ones back here, weren't in range of really anything down here, unfortunately. So, we built some more stuff up here. We've got a little school there. There's no teachers, but I'm hoping... I mean, where's our educated workers? I mean, like, I could add, like, one educated worker in there and tell them to work in a school. There you go, work in school. Now this bit is pretty bad. This is something because I didn't fill these houses. I left them empty, and then births and people like over the age of 21 moved out at other houses and then started to fill these up. And I think I'm gonna have another housing issue again, but we've got this. So again, this is a pub or tavern. 9 workers without job. Culture. Oh no, they all made it to the tavern. Good for them. There's bound to be someone. No, this is my favourite. or unable to visit church or place of spirituality. There's a church right there. And they can actually walk round and get into it. No issue there at all. So it seems like they moan about a church, and then when you build one, they don't actually use it, which is odd. But it's the same setup over here. So we've got another kindergarten. It's got no staff at the moment. Most of these buildings don't have staff, unfortunately. Just the shops and stuff. The hospital will have staff. It's just another small clinic, but with one ambulance this time. And this one is the Zim. There we go. Just a little car. A gymnasium. People are working in the gymnasium. And there's no one waiting at the bus stop presently. Probably because it is not connected. Ah, really? Okay, go there. And go there. Push plate, build that up. We've got some. This is a concrete football stadium. A playground. Football playground made of concrete. It looks pretty rough. One person, a highly educated guy, likes working there. There's a couple of people on there. Again, build them, no one using them, and then, let me guess. Yep, can't participate in sport. Who knows? Oh, great. Now the guy is left. And see, this is weird. When there's someone working in it, no one wants to use it. When there's no one working in it, everyone just sort of piles in at the same time. Now that's extremely frustrating. That's why I'd love a shift system. So that you can say, right, 3 guys in here, one does 8 hours, the other one does 8 hours. The last one does the last 8 hours. Or maybe that it's closed during night time or something like that. Again, that's a level of micromanagement that would be positively insane to sort of work out all that. Yeah, you're bringing workers over here. Right, don't understand what's happening here. Right, this is going to take them ages. It's sort of split between the 2 roads. Can you do one road at a time? Because this is just a small construction office. I am building my own roads using my own gravel and mechanisms in here. There we go. So we've got this one. Don't know where it currently is. Right, it's going back to get more gravel, which is fine. That's something else. There's a mine haul truck. Perfect. This is like a modded gravel aggregate unloading. I think it looks pretty cool, actually. Looks really smart. It's got multiple conveyors, so you can stick like 4 out of there. Why am I still following this? Right, you go 8. Can I not unfollow that? Ooh. I thought we were going to be following that for eternity. Right, how's my little train getting on? This thing's getting on pretty good. Only thing is, it runs out of diesel super fast. Oh no, it's full. That's fine. It should refuel back at here. You have to put fuel in there, and then it goes. Right, this is going to continue, and it's going to keep building out that way. Hopefully. Now you should probably be over there. This is why I didn't want you to split the roads. Well, they're continuing on. That's fine. I think we're pretty much done in Finlandia. We'll head up to the logging camp. So we've got one logging camp over here, loaded up with these ATTs. They are pretty awesome, I must say. We've got 2 microbuses coming in from the actual logging camp to deliver over here. It takes its own power supply, which is nice. There we go, there's one there. This guy is going to load up with 50 tons. This is like my new favourite vehicle. Or this, the Maz. Don't know, I'm split between the 2. Right, and then we head over to the logging camp, which is just outside Finlandia. There's the distribution for the large Maz trucks. They are bringing wood down to the power station and facilities. So all this is currently full at the moment, which is marvelous. This is still not doing any production. I don't think we need production on this yet. Possibly. So that's there. Now we're into the logging camp. We've got a bus station here. A few workers are waiting. A couple of students are waiting. Don't know why. Don't know where the students would actually go. Same here. 7 students. Number of workers 2. They're heading out to this logging camp over here. There we go. Now we're going to have to set up trucks to start pulling logs from there as well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have them come down here. I am going to build a infrastructure loading, blah 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 blah, storage and warehouses, open storage medium, 1,000 tons of wood. So we're going to build one of these over here. In fact, I may as well just placing it now. Right, place it there. Right, and that is going to take wood down, and then we are going to transport it over to this side, because I'm going to build another city over here, and we're going to have industry running on that side, and lots of buses moving them across. So that's going to be for boards and for making charcoal. We're going to get some more of these. What we'll do is we'll use the small power stations first, and as cities get bigger, we'll ramp them up to bigger cities. I actually still have one connection left on here, which is fine. I have a high voltage. Alright, I can get high voltage from here and over this way. I may just connect it all up and see what happens. Right, so yep, that was that. Back to the logging camp. So we're getting the logs. We're going to be sending a ton of logs down here, and we're going to get a train that rolls around there. Now I was going to leave the train to be built by this, but then I don't want to bring a track all the way around over there. I think that would look kind of stupid, so I'm just going to leave it. Right, you've got 13 workers, but there's no gravel here. Where's the gravel? Where is gravel truck? Wait, you're there. 5 tons. This can't be empty. Oh no, it's nowhere near empty. It just takes a long time to load. Right, continue on then. Or is it not? Is it like maybe fluctuating between power? No, it's good for power. It looks like there might be some still stored in there, which is odd. Please tell me you got 5 tons. You did. Okay, heading back up the hill. So over at the logging camp, it's all tents, basically. We've got a few trailers in here and there. We've got a diesel refueling station for the trucks. These things take a monstrous amount of fuel. So 17, is there one that's full? But it's like something like 2,000, almost 3,000 litres. That's a lot. Right. So we've got things like shops over here. Most of the people over here are relatively happy. I mean, they can't work because there's no kindergarten. The kindergarten is not there. That's the church. This is workers without jobs. I've maybe got actually too much workers in here, if that's even possible. I mean, they're set to work wherever, but I might do that and just let them run free. So this is the hospital. No patients in there at the moment. Another electronics over here. 11 workers can't work because there's no kindergarten. So a second kindergarten over here might be something. Right, that's teacher. So this one must be kindergarten. Yeah, 28 of 28. 25 workers without job. But if I build you another kindergarten somewhere, the problem is space, really. I'm kind of struggling for space. I mean, I know that's nonsense because there's tons of stuff over here, but I don't want this city to become literally sort of overrun. I mean, I could possibly construction mod, kindergarten. I'm getting the hang of where these mods are. Right, connect that up to there. There we go. Someone go and work in there. Wait. People without jobs. 25 workers without jobs. There you go. A couple of people can go and work in there. In fact, if you've got just work anywhere, and hopefully some of them will make their way down to there. So yeah, we've got some caravans and stuff in here. This is actually the power station for the logging camp. Now this thing does 41 megawatt hours of power, and it seems to be enough to keep this going. Now this one as well, see, this is what I was saying earlier, so this one can't cope with the amount of power that it needs. So then this one also ramps into production as well. Now that might work better because they're not connected, but I've seen this one have two guys in here and nothing happen right at the start when there wasn't as much buildings as this. But the camp looks okay. All the lights are on, that's good. We've also got this up here, which is a gravel dredger or a bucket dredger. And this mod is awesome. This is really cool, the way this thing looks. And we've got trucks coming from down the hill. There's one there. I mean, this thing holds 12 tons, so the conveyor belt is working. The buckets don't actually move, but it's still pretty cool. I don't know how the workers get out to the... They must just have to walk across the conveyor belt. That's kind of dangerous. Oh well. Yeah, this thing's refilling back up. Excellent. I've also got over here a little distribution center. Now this is going over here to this hunting cabin. Got a little hunting cabin over here, which creates, they just need booze and food to make them happy, and they make 2.5 tons of meat. They're not currently making any just now, which is weird. I think it's all going, yeah. So he'll fill up with 2.5 tons, and then he shall take that away. This one is currently empty, and we're good. So all the trucks are coming from down the hill to refill these shops and stuff. But there we go, there's like a little trailer. One worker can't work because there's no kindergarten. There we go. So maybe more people will be able to work. Yeah, this one. Babies at the kindergarten, 26 of 14. 24 of 14. That's weird. It's actually really weird. Alright, we've got 12 workers waiting in there, and a microbus will arrive shortly to come and pick you up. A few people, they all disappeared into the ether. Oh, they went into this thing. Good for them. But yeah, so that's really what we've done so far. We've got this up and running. There has been a few escapes and stuff. Deaths one, escapes one, but it's just a small thing at the moment. I mean, we're going to be over here. I mean, what are we going to need? This Kira Rush is a mine. So I was actually looking for resources. There is oil right next to Finlandia. I'm going to tap into that. Iron is a fair bit away. These ones at the back here are outside the border, and I can't get them. So there's a large coal resource and iron ore resource just out of reach, which is unfortunate. But there is oil right in here. So at this side, where this has all been flattened out, there is oil in there, and we're gonna use that. We're gonna tap it, We're going to get some oil. We're then going to transfer it around here and get it into like a bitumen and fuel production, etc, etc. So how are we getting on? How's Little Train? Little Train has arrived back to continue this, so that's going to take a while. This road is got 5 workers, but there's... Why are they doing 2 at a time? No workers or mechanisms. Missing resources gravel. I thought this was glitched out to start with, but it has moved because it was there at the start of the episode. 202 tons of gravel. And the gravel truck is away doing its thing. I mean, there's plenty in here, right? Yeah, 77 tons. So not enough to finish it, but enough to keep us rolling. Yeah, you're coming out there. Right, so I think what happens is, at this one, if I unload gravel here, the bulldozer will automatically just flatten it out. If you've got an excavator, the excavator moves it and then people flatten it out. Wait, you've just brought workers down to there. 16 of them. Well, let this dude go in first. Oh, holy crap, that was fast. Yeah, okay. 700 days to build a road, that's not bad. It's like 2 years. But yeah, so we're going to leave it there. In the next episode, we'll continue building this. I just wanted to show you guys everything that I sort of did because I had to sort of scrap old Finlandia because I screwed it up, which is my bad. Yeah, missing stuff. We're missing... The problem... I really like these. The problem is they just do not hold enough people. I think 17 is like the max. Yeah. What was your major? 12 citizens unable to enjoy culture. But there's a... Oh my god. Oh my god. Right, I think I'll build another couple of houses over here. Wait, is that where my oil is? Now, I've got lots of oil mods, but right now, I just want to use these ones, the oil rigs, right. I think they create a fair bit of pollution. Yeah, we're going to want that to head out that way. Auto build off. I'll just place these just now so I actually know where the hell they are. I'll get one there. Where does that start to go? One there. Wait, and there's another source over here. It's a pity it's facing the wrong way. I might use a modded one actually. Right, now these don't require workers, so that is truly awesome. We're happy with that. Yeah, and I'll get a few more workers over here to work in these places. That'll keep them happy, I would imagine. But yeah, we're going to leave it there for that episode. We're going to start on the new city. This was just a sort of a recap of everything that I'd sort of done since I screwed stuff up and sort of had to start again, which was unfortunate, but hey ho. But yeah, we're going to leave it there for that episode. Does this require power? It does, weirdly. Ooh, in fact, let's, before we go, have a quick look at this. Citizens' living preferences. Citizens' current location. Workers. 2, 6, 4, 15. Okay, higher, 8. Yeah, so we've now got other people sort of working. quite a few up here. Some in the barracks now. Children. Ooh, lots of children. 103 in the kindergarten. This kindergarten might be too far away from that, possibly. No, it is in range. 277 meters. Children. Quite a few children in there. They're all at home. There's like 12 of them in the school. There's 3 of them in that school. Adults, 21, still living with parents. 1 and 1. So they're going to want to move out. So we'll get more houses in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, if I build houses in there, some of them will move to that. Citizens during free time. So that one, I was about to say that guy's floating, but he's actually in a vehicle. Right, so that's pretty good. Road vehicles. Don't need to look at them. Buildings, yep. Now, voltage. Everything is getting the volts. Megawatts. Yep, everything's looking pretty good there. I mean, this is at 0. This is at 0.4. So you need to sort of add up everything. And then make sure it doesn't go to that number. Let's check heating. Interior. 24 degrees is the max. So that's good. Heater water tanks. This one's a bit low at 70. But that's okay. These are all at 80, so that's fine. This is all at 80. So we're looking pretty decent for the moment. But we'll leave it there. I do apologise for building this all offline. But I thought everyone would be super annoyed if I just rebuilt it. It'd be like episode 1, take 2, episode 1 again. But yeah, in the next episode we'll get something new. I'll do that one tomorrow. So it's supposed to be an anno, but I'll do that. And then we'll start building another city over here. Now this is going to be the city of Rushkinov, because that's another vodka. I don't know if it's well known anywhere else, but you do get it here in the UK. But yeah, we're going to leave it there for that episode. As always, if you did watch this and you would like to leave a like, comment or dislike, please feel free to do so. And if there's more you'd like to see in the future, then hit that subscribe button. I've been Danny Boy, this has been Workers and Resources, Soviet Republic, and I will catch you later.